What's up guys, David Sherback here. Today we have a very special video. If you look down here, which obviously you can't look down here right now, but right down here we have my entire Kendama collection laid out. Now if you guys are new to this channel, I usually do this every year. I did it last year in 2019. This one's a little bit late this year. Usually I do it in like March or April of every year, but we're here with the Kendama collection of 2020. There's a whole bunch of Damas down here. I'm not gonna say the total number yet. You gotta stay to the end of the video to get all the numbers. And yeah, this is gonna be a long video. This is probably gonna be the last Kendama collection video on this channel because it gets harder and harder as the Kendama collection gets bigger. So this is probably gonna be the last one, but we're gonna make it a special one. So let's hop right into this and let's show off this collection. Okay, so we're not gonna do one at a time here. We're gonna try and be efficient with this. These first four here are, you guys know these, the V1 Pro models, my own Pro model. Obviously without the little tracking spot on the bottom there, the tracking stripes. But these are the originals and they're definitely OGs. Of course, you got the Dave Chur, the engravings, all that nice stuff, and the beautiful, sick colorway. So those are our first four there. The next four are the newer ones. These are the V2 Pro models, of course. So yeah, these are the V2 Pro mods. Obviously you have the tracking stripes at the bottom there, same colorway, but you also, actually the V1 had that too, the tracking dial on the top. So these are all maple, of course, the V2 Pro mods, you guys know these ones. Next up we have the Yetis. Now these kind of go in the same group because they're actually the same colorway as the Pro mod, but we released them as the Yetis. Fun story actually, these were gonna be the V2 Pro mods before, of course, the actual V2 Pro mod. But we noticed they looked too similar to, what was it, the William Penniman Pro model, I'm pretty sure. So we released these as the V2s instead, but you guys know these as the Yetis. And these are actually with Pro model Kens, so these are like, nobody has these unless you just make this setup and mix and match it, but this is how it actually came because obviously we were gonna make these the V2 Pro models. Next up we have the four pre-mods here. Of course you guys know these. This one is like super beat up, by the way. I think my dog chewed this one, so that's kind of why that one's all beat up. We have this one actually paired with a, which I actually don't know what wood this is. I'm gonna be completely honest, but yeah, we have the pre-mods here, super sick colorway. I really like these. As you can probably tell, we're doing all analogs first. We're moving on to the hardwoods now. These are the PHC here. This is the first one, the OG, and then the newer PHC, still not the squab shape, but two PHCs there. 3 EMPs, the one in the middle here is the OG. We have this one, not the squab shape, and then this one, actually not the squab shape either. Do I have? Actually, I don't think I have an EMP in the squab shape, which is kind of weird, but I guess that's the way it is. Next up, we have the, I believe this is called the ZMP or something like that. Kind of similar to the EMP, but of course, kind of different at the same time because it has Zebrano. So there we go. Next up, we got the bamboos. This one's actually paired up with one of the Tamas from the Boba series, so that's a little bit different. I think this was the first bamboo. It's got the balance hole, of course. This is the one with the burn stripes, the newer one, the squab. And then this one is also a squab, but this is the older one. Okay, so those are the bamboos there. All right, we got some darker woods here. I think this is Zebrano. I'm pretty sure these are both squabs. This one's walnut. They both got the balance holes, of course, because they're squabs and they got the burn stripes. These ones are super sick, super dope. Really like these ones. All right, let's show off some squabs here. Some classic squabs. All right, let's show off some squabs here. These are some classic squabs. This is actually the classic squab. This is the first one. This is probably one of my favorite Damas ever. This one is the Soul times Analog Kendamas collab. As you can see, sticky cups. This one, I believe is, which one is this? This is the first one with the portal. The first Dama with a portal. Ash Tama, Maple Ken, of course. And then we have this one, of course. Another one with the portal. This is a newer one, so these are all super sick. Love these Damas. As you can probably tell, I'm trying to get through this really fast because I don't want this to be like an hour-long video. So next up, we have some Ash Kendamas from Analog. This is the OG Ash Kendama. Look at that base cup chip right there. Just look at that. This is like the OG shape, the first shape ever. This one's a little bit newer, not even in the squab shape, but it's still an ash one. And then this is in the squab shape, Ash Tama, Ash Ken, Burn Stripes. So these are our ash analog Kendamas. Next up, we got the Space series here. These are all in, actually no, these are not the squab shape, I forgot. These came out before the squabs. Did they actually? I'm trying to think, is this the squab shape? It might be. Don't quote me on that, but we have the Space series, the Neptune, the Saturn, and the Mars. Super dope. Next up, we have some random colorways. I actually can't remember what this one is called. Pre-squab shape. We have the... Which one is this again? This is like the Valentine's Day one. Can't remember the name. We have the Purple Nurple and we have the Blurple here. Actually on a homegrown Ken, so that's kind of random, but there we go. All right, here we have the whole Zona colorway lineup. This is actually my favorite colorway from Analog. Probably one of my favorite colorways from any company or Dama all time. So these are actually in chronological order. This is the OG Zona. The one after that with the half split. The next one, this is actually on a ball and stick go Ken in that satin paint. I think this is the first, yeah, this is the first squab Zona. So there we go. Super nice on the maple Ken. And then we have the 3-year thank you mod right here, still in that Zona colorway. And of course, we have the troll at the end here, once again in that Zona colorway. So this is the Zona lineup. Like I said, one of my favorite colorways, super dope. All right, here we have the Cheshire Cat lineup, once again in chronological order. This is the OG in the first ever analog shape. This is with the bird's nest, the newer one, with that satin paint. And then this, I believe, is this the squab? Yep, this is the squab version. And then this is the 3% bigger with the portal version right there. So there's your Cheshire Cat lineup. All right, here we have the Snot Rocket lineup, once again in chronological order. The first one here, this one with the bird's nest. This one, actually, I couldn't find the Ken for it. This should be in the squab shape. And then this one with the portal, squab shape, of course. And then these burn lines at the bottom there. Really like the Snot Rocket colorway, super dope colorway. And yeah, that's it for like the Zona, Cheshire Cat, and Snot Rocket colorway lines. Next up, we have another really sick colorway, the Sea Monster. Once again, do I have to say it again? Chronological order. We have the first one here. This is actually, I think, the second analog shape, but still super old. And then we have this one here, still not the squab shape, has the bird's nest. This one in the squab shape, no portal, however. And then this one with the fully new portal, squab shape, and the 3 burn stripes at the bottom there. So those are the Sea Monsters. Next up, we have the Lavender Berry. Once again, in chronological order. That's gonna be the freaking meme of this video. But we have the first one here. I think this is the second version of the analog shape. This one here, still not the squab shape, in beach. And then we have this one on maple in the squab shape with the portal. And yeah, that's it for the Lavender Berry. Oh, also, these do not have the tracking dot on top. And of course, this one does. Next up, we got the red mine and the blue mines, of course. The red mine here. I didn't realize that these were actually pre-squab shape, like the first ones here. I thought these came out with the squabs, but I guess not. I guess they're older than I thought. But we have the blue mine here, this one in the squab shape with the portal. Really like these colorways, super underrated in my opinion. Next up, we got kind of an older colorway line from Analog. I'm missing the orange one. Actually, this is it right here, the one with the bamboo, so I guess this is the line together. We have the Boba series. This is the Thai tea, I think. I actually can't remember what these are called, so I'm not even gonna try, but we have the green one, the pink one, and the orange one, so that's sick. All right, we have these two ones right here. I actually can't remember what these are called at all, so yeah, these are dope though. They got the portal, of course, both in the C shape, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, these are dope. All right, we got some orange dramas here. These aren't really related, but I think this was the Halloween drop in 2019, I'm pretty sure. It's on the C shape with the portal. And then we have the Watts here. I actually made an edit with this. Also, is this the, I think this is the squab shape actually. And this is the 3% bigger one. And this has the portal as well. The Watts, of course. Sick Dama, both on maple. All right, we have 3 of the newest analog Kendamas here. We have the Untitled, of course. I actually can't remember what this one's called. Comment down below if you remember. This video is really showing my lack of being able to remember Kendama names, but we have the Quail here as well. Probably one of my favorite Damas in a while, the Quail. I've been jamming this one a lot. So yeah, these are like some of the newer analog Kendamas here. And I'm not even gonna really show these at the table here, but these are the last of the analog Kendamas here. These are just random Kens and kind of like random Tamas put together. Most of them are beach Kens. And I think that might be like a hickory right there, or an ash Ken right there. And then some different wood Tamas like that bamboo one over there. But these are just really not meant to be together, but when you're making a bunch of setups, sometimes you get some separate Kens and some separate Tamas, so that's what these are. All right, time to move on to Sweets Kendamas, starting it off with the Jumbo from Sweets. This thing is super dope, and I just dropped it, oh my gosh. Okay, we have the Jumbo here. Thing is massive, super sick. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Next up, we have some pro models here. We have the Owase Pro Mod, however you say it. Throwback for this one. We have a Cooper Eddie Pro Mod on a either Zach or Nick Gallagher Ken. I don't know why that's a setup, but I think that was a mix and match episode. And then we have the Matt Sweets OG Pro Model there. So yeah, here's some pro models. We have a couple more pro models here. Let me just get these right here. Here they are. And we have, of course, the Christian Fraser Pro Model. It's on a homegrown Ken for some reason. I don't know why. But we also have the Nick. Yeah, the Nick Gallagher Pro Model and the Max Norcross Pro Model. So some more pro models from Sweets. Okay, we're getting through this. We have the radars here from Sweets Kendamas. This is the first one. And then this is the newer one that they actually sent me for free. So shout out to Sweets for that. Yeah, prime radars, prime shape. Super dope from Sweets Kendamas. Oh, this one actually has the scannable like QR code thing too, which is cool. All right, next up we just have some random Damas from Sweets. This is the MKO Dama, prime shape, super dope when I went to MKO in 2017. This one is a mystery Kendama from Sweets. If you haven't seen my mystery unboxing, it's pretty old. You're gonna be cringing, but go check that out. This is the mystery. I think these are both F3 Kendamas. Shout out to you if you remember F3. You're an OG if you do. I don't remember what they're called. I think this one might be called the Popsicle, but these are kind of dope. They're super sticky, but they're kind of weird, but there you go. Some F3 Kendamas from Sweets. And now we are moving on to the homegrowns. These used to be some of my favorite Damas. Right here we have the Paddock Stripe, I'm pretty sure it's called, from homegrown. This is like an OG homegrown shape. Here we have another OG homegrown. This is the Walnut Stripe in that OG shape. It's got a base cup chip, so it's kind of wobbling, but there you go. Next we have this homegrown. I think this is a slightly newer one. I don't know where this Tom is from, but I put them together a long time ago. So there you go. And then we have these two homegrowns. Probably some of the coolest looking Kendamas there is. I think this is the Fruit Punch, and this is the Mixed Berry, if I'm not mistaken. So there you go, some pretty sick homegrowns for you. All right, moving on to some more random Sweets Kendamas. These really have nothing to do with each other, but I'm trying to get through this quick. So we have the Tropical Prime Grain Split, super dope, and we have this random setup. It's like a stained Ken and like a chameleon Tama, if that's what it's called, if I'm remembering correctly. So there you go, some random Sweets. Here's some even more beat up and old random Damas. This is a or what is this? This is like the tribal Tama, I'm pretty sure. And this is a Christian Fraser Pro Model Ken. That's a random setup. And then we have this as well. This, you could actually put spikes in the cups. It was a Sweets times something else collab. I don't remember what this is called. And then it's just a Sweets Natty Tama on top of that. Here we actually have my first Dama. This one's pretty special. This is a Chameleon from Sweets. Super old, super OG. You guys have probably seen this one before, but there it is. All right, here's some more random setups. Just a Prime Ken from Sweets and the Walnut, where I think this is actually a Purple Heart, homegrown Tama. And then we have this Sweets, probably F3 Ken. And then this, I've talked about this a bunch, but this is a, I think they called this the Dino Egg homegrown Tama. It's not supposed to look like this though, but the outside like peeling came off, so that's why it looks like that. pretty dope. All right, and the last of the sweets here, some more just mix and match setups because I do make lots of different setups. So we have extra Kens and extra Tamas. We have a Cooper Eddie Ken here with a Zach Mod Tama. This is actually an Architect, which is pretty dope. Shout out to you if you remember Architects. And then we have a Dot Burst Prime. These are the ones that were sold in Target, so those are pretty dope. And that is it for sweets Kendamas. Let's move on to Kendama Co. here. Rest in peace to Kendama Co. If you guys don't remember them, you're not an OG, but if you do, shout out to you because you're an OG. That's like the dumbest thing I've ever said, but yeah, we got Kendama Co. here. Super sick Damas. We have, I think this is the Gur, the Amazon Gur is what it's called. We have the striped Zens, of course, the natty striped Zens, the blue and the red. And then we have, I can't remember what this one's called, but this is a Gur as well. Shout out to Kendama Co. I am out of breath from freaking doing this, but yeah, these are super dope. Rest in peace, Kendama Co. There's a lot of moving around, guys. You don't even know. I have to freaking stretch over this whole collection and pick up every single Dama. But here we have our Chrome Kendama collection, just 3 Damas here. We have the Chrome Pop. Love this one. The Sleigh Dog, I think this is the 7-year B-Day. And then we have this super old Chrome Kendama. I think I got this in like San Diego or something. I don't even know, super random. All right, let's move on to this one. I don't know what this brand is, but I got it at MKO and it's actually a pretty sick Dama. Let me know if you know what company this is. It's just natty with a satin kind of covering and a burn stripe. Maple Ken, Maple Tama, super dope. Next up we have this company GG Kendama. They sent me 2 Damas to unbox and review. And here they are, GG Kendama. I honestly don't remember too much about these. This was, I feel like, a long time ago, but yeah, we got the yellow one here, we got the natty one, so shout out to GG Kendama. Next up, we got probably what was one of my favorite unboxings, where a company sent me free Damas. We have Kendama Europe. We have this one, I think, in beach, and then we have the nicer one here, I think, the blue one with the Maple Ken. Honestly, the nicer shape. Are they the same shape? They might be the same shape, but the maple one just seems way nicer. So shout out to Kendama Europe for sending these out, super dope. Next up we have actually a pretty special Dama. This is the first giveaway I won, and it's an Ozora Dama. Let's see, does this still have the spike? Yeah, it does. It still has the rubber tip spike, yellow Ozora. I think these are actually kind of rare now, so this is kind of cool. Won it in a giveaway. Shout out to whoever hosted that giveaway. All right, next up we got Grain Theory here. My 3 Grain Theories. We have the, let's make sure those are in frame there. We have the iNetter Pro model, we have the GTE1 Roku, and we have the Nick Stodd Pro model, I believe. This is like one of my favorite Damas of all time. It's super dope. So yeah, shout out to Grain Theory for those Damas. All right, next up we have my one and only, actually I guess I have 2 Soul Kendamas if we're counting that Analog Kendamas collab. But we have this Soul, I think it's a Cherry Soul Kendamas, super old shape, kind of random. And we have actually my only Kendama USA ever. This is a Kaizen from Kendama USA. Not the greatest thing. I'm not really the biggest fan of Kusa's Damas. Nothing against them, I just don't really like how their Damas play, so this is my only Kendama USA right here. And next we have Flow Kendamas. You're a real OG of this channel if you remember Flow Kendamas. I was actually sponsored by them for like 3 months maybe. And we have the S grip here. Their Damas actually aren't that bad, but they just didn't really do anything with their company. They're kind of a bad company, so I don't even think they exist anymore. Next we have Active Kendamas. Active sent me these 2 Damas here. I believe this one is the James Lim Pro model. So shout out to James Lim right there. I don't know what this one's called, but 2 Active Kendamas there. All right, we're coming down to the wire here. We have a Risen Kendama here. This thing is, I'm gonna be honest, this thing is garbage. They sent this out for free, but it's pretty bad. So we're just gonna throw that one to the side there. Next up, we got another one that was sent to me, but this one actually isn't that bad. This is the Slay Dama Give a Dama. I think this is the Uganda version, I'm pretty sure. It was for a good cause, of course. Not the best Dama, but it's super good for Lunars. So shout out to Slay Dama. I don't even think they're still making Damas, but that one was kind of dope. Another company that's not making Damas anymore. We have Cobra Kendama here. Jacob Trouble sent this one out. It's just a yellow, solid Dama. It's pretty dope, I guess. The ring stall is kind of unique, so there you go. Cobra Kendama. Kind of cool. We have this one from Kendama ISR. This is actually another giveaway I won super randomly. I wasn't expecting to win it at all. I guess you don't expect to win any giveaway, but yeah, this one, they took a while to send this one out. It took a couple months, but it is pretty dope. I like the colorway. The shape is pretty good. I like the maple can, so shout out to Kendama ISR. Next up, we have another pretty bad one here. I feel bad saying that, but I gotta be honest, this one is not great. If you guys remember Northern Kendama, you're an OG. This kid sent these out, and I don't know where the other one is, but it doesn't really matter because they're pretty bad. So yeah, Northern Kendama there, kind of a yikes. All right, here I think this is called Bird Kendama, if I'm not mistaken. These were sent out to me. I don't know where this company's from, I can't remember, but these are actually kind of dope. We have this maple one here with the burn stripes. And then this one here, this other shape, and the swoosh here is kind of sick, I must say. And the Dama is kind of dope too, with that burn. So shout out to Bird Kendama. These are actually kind of dope. All right, we're nearing the end here. We have a Kendama from Green Dama, I'm pretty sure. They sent this one out to me. It's pretty dope, especially the base cut. I think they're from like Denmark or something. Or maybe they're from Greenland, I don't know. But there you go, Green Dama. All right, you guys know this one. If you've seen the Kendama collections before, this is an absolute classic. The greatest Kendama of all time right here. Thing is super honed for everything. No, I'm just kidding, it's really not. But yeah, this has been in every collection video, so I had to put it in this one. Super dope, classic OG Kendama. I don't even know if that counts, but we're gonna put it in there. And we're moving on to the last ones here. I'm super out of breath. Talking a lot like this is freaking tiring, but right here we have two pills. I don't even know if you can see them, but we have the jumbo pill here. There you go. And we have this one. This was my first pill, actually. Shout out to pills, they're actually kind of fun. And last but not least, of course, we have the most expensive Dama in the collection. We have the Mugen Mew, the $130 Kendama. Pretty rare. The Glacier Turquoise thing, I'm pretty sure it's called. And yeah, it's pretty dope. It's got a plastic rubber tip, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, 130 bucks right there for that baby. And it's pretty dope. So that's it for the collection. Dang, that was tiring. Look at this right here. Look at this whole pile of Damas I just threw over here. That is a lot of Damas right there. Those and those over there. That was a lot of work. All right, so that was it for the collection. Now, it's time for the numbers. This right here, all of these Damas is 139 Kendamas. And if we're including the two pills, that's 141 of these skill toys. So that's absolutely insane. I did some math. I don't know if this math it's probably not super accurate, but if we're saying that each Dama is worth an average of about $30, which I think is a good average, because obviously you got Damas like the Mugen, which is 130, but you also got super cheap ones that are like 15 bucks, like the Prime Burst, or not, yeah, like the Dot Burst and like the Radar and stuff like that. So I think $30 is like a good average. And if we do that, $30 times $139, or $30 times 139 Damas, this whole collection would be worth about, what was it? $4,170, which is insane. Like I said, I don't know if that math is completely correct. Now, if we're doing what I actually spent, obviously I didn't buy all of these Damas. 80 of these Damas are analogs, and I'm thinking I got about maybe 95 of them free. I think that's a good number, 95. And if I got 95 of them free, that means I only spent like $1,300 on this collection, which is worth about 4,170. So that's pretty sick. And yeah, those are some crazy numbers. I don't know if I should feel good about that or not, but there we have it, 139 Kendamas plus 2 pills. And that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, this is probably gonna be the last Kendama collection video on this channel. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.